What's up, guys? 10 and 2 Watch Reviews coming at you today with a review of a watch I just got from AliExpress. It's a San Martin, and it's a diver, and it's blue, and I really like it. So without further ado, I am going to turn the camera around and let you guys have a look at this thing. All right, so on the wrist today is the watch that I'm going to be going over. So it is the San Martin Watchdives collaboration to look like a famous brand, sub-brand of another famous brand. Supposed to homage like a Pelagos. So it does a really good job of that, I think. I know there's been a few watches on AliExpress that homage the Pelagos, and I picked this one because of the rehort. So where the indices are, it kind of goes into this ramped up rehort on the side. You guys can see basically right there. And I like that look, and when I got it in my hands in the metal, I like it even more. So let me get off the wrist and we'll have a good look at this thing. So this watch is listed as a 39mm case, so that's true. It's 39mm case. I don't have a measuring tool right now to show you guys this, but trust me, it's 39. However, the bezel is 40, so hangs over a little bit on the sides, on each side. I don't know if you guys can see that, but hangs over a little bit to a 40mm. Anyway, 40 is pretty good for my wrist. I've got a 6.5-inch wrist, and I prefer, like, 39, but this one with the 39 case still looks great on my wrist, I believe, even with the 40mm bezel. So more wrist shots, even though I started with the wrist. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It looks really good. The case side profile isn't too thick like many of this brand's watches are, that this is homaging. The bracelet's really good. It's got the female end links. The clasp is the adjustable one. So this is my first San Martin with the adjustable clasp. So I'm sure most of you guys, if you're watching this video and are interested in this watch and San Martin, you've probably seen this clasp before, but it's really easy to use, adjust. I got a perfect fit on my wrist. The watch came in, and when I adjusted it, I had to take 3 links out of the bracelet. So typically I've had to remove 4 links from bracelets from San Martin with this style bracelet. I only had to take 3 out, and then the micro adjust was able to make it perfect fit on my wrist. So anyhow, so getting into the look of the watch. So it's, in this video, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the colors. It's kind of the bezel is a bit lighter than the dial, but the bezel matches the rehort a little bit better, like closer. Yes, they are sort of 2 different color blues, and it really depends on the light, but it's not a deal breaker. In fact, I kind of like it. Kind of like that the bezel is a slightly different color than the dial. The other cool thing is in the middle of the hands, as you guys can see, is painted. It kind of makes the hands look like they're floating from a distance. So that's a cool look, and that's like a Pelagos thing. So signed crown, San Martin, sterile case back, again, the clasp, and the bezel action, in my opinion, is like probably the best bezel action that I've had on a watch. Like, it's smooth, it's not too loose, it's not too tight. The bezel matches perfectly around the watch. At the 12 o'clock, the 6 o'clock, the 3 o'clock, and the 9 o'clock, everything matches up perfectly. The lume is out of this world. Again, I've had several watches, several San Martins, several Seikos. This might be the best lume. So I'll do a lume shot with you guys in a minute here, and you guys can check out the lume. But just a really nice watch. A little bit of AR coating on there. You see some reflection. It's not drastic. It's not dramatic from what I can tell, but it does the job in most light. I've only had this watch on my wrist for a day, and so I can't talk too much about, you know, any issues with glare, but so far so good. So that's about it. I'm going to go over today, show you guys the lume shot, get it back on the wrist a little bit. You guys can have a look at it. Dope watch. I really like it. The problem is that I didn't put it on 10 and 2. So, not bad. 10 and 2. All right. Again, beautiful watch. Okay, so the only issue I found with this watch, it's not like a deal breaker again, and it's not even an issue for me. For some people, it's like, you know, it's more a knowledge thing, like might be a deal breaker for you, but the movement, I think, is an NH35. Yeah, it is. But it doesn't have the, it has the ghost date position. So, so it just, you know, sort of goes in that position and clicks. As you can see, it's not doing anything because it's clicking over the date, which this watch doesn't have a date. Again, one of the reasons I got this watch is I really like the clean look. And this one is very clean without the date. So I went with that because that's just the style of watch I'm into. The other thing I'll say was originally when I got into watches a few years back, I didn't really like the look of Tudor. Like, I thought the snowflake hands were like, not my thing. I like, you know, Seikos, you know, sort of their Dolphine hands. I liked Rolex with, you know, the Mercedes hands and our hand and whatnot, the look of their hands. Orients, various other watch hands. These were like my least favorite. But then I got like one of these style watches with the snowflake hands, and I'm like, I kind of liked it, and it grew on me. When I put the watch in my hand, I'm like, man, that looks good. So for those of you who aren't huge fans of that particular watch brand because of the hands, give one a try. I mean, you may end up actually liking it. So anyway, guys, let's fire up the lume on this thing. I'm not in a dark room. I don't have a dark room here. I'm outside. So anyway, you'll just have to believe me that this thing is ridiculously bright lume. So I'm going to do a lume shot outside here. And you'll probably be able to see the lume pretty good, firing it up nice and blue. But it is really good when you come out from the outside into your house. It is shockingly bright. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description to where you can buy this from, the store I bought it from. I can say that store. The only issue I had with them was it took them a while to send this out, but they did eventually, and I'm glad they did because it's potentially one of my favorite watches in my watch collection, maybe my favorite. But time will tell. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how I can do my reviews a little bit better, or what you like about my reviews, or what you like about the watch. Are you guys interested in getting one? If you have any questions, leave that all in the comments. Have a good one.